Oh, this is so hard. All right, we have made it another week. It's Friday, and you're going to have 2 days of rest or engage in your own personal practice. Let's get started with day 26 here. Starting by waking up the spine and tapping on the hips and lower back. And slow down. Adjust yourself, because everything goes everywhere when you're doing those spins. All right, so we're going to start opening up the legs, waking up the leg energy. Down the outsides, up the insides. Here we go. One more time. Good. All right, arms starting at shoulder point. And let's move to the arms. Down the outsides, up the in. One more time. Good. Other side. And down the arm. Keep going. One more time. Good. Good. Shoulder rolls. Let's begin forward, expanding out. Arms are loose. Just going for the ride with the shoulder blade. With the shoulders. Not the shoulder blade, the shoulders. And let's go the other way now, squeezing the shoulder blades together. All right, let's do some purging with tossing out the sick chi. Imagine combing through the body, energetically pulling out anything that does not serve us, and then releasing it back to the earth. Here we go. One more. Good. All right, let's go into our standing meditative posture. Remembering our rules that we've learned this week so far as we move through the 18 lessons in posture. Feet are slightly wider than shoulder, parallel front. We're going to aim for weight being balanced in the center, connecting us to the earth. But we'll take some time warming up, settling, moving between the yin and the yang, the balls and the heels in a moment. Knees are slightly bent, not rolled under, almost imagining that there's a invisible beach ball that you're holding between those knees. Hips roll under, butt tucks under, however you want to vision it. Hips are relaxed. You learn to settle in and imagine this 1,000-pound weight. It's just kind of helping us settle. Hips are relaxed. Okay, what was yesterday? Well, I'm having a blank. I know what today is. What is yesterday? Oh, I think, yeah, we're on number 5. It was hips, knees, feet, oh, rounding of the perineum. I got it. So even though it's kind of naturally happening, naturally when we're tucking our butt under, I'm going to make sure that the crotch area feels rounded. That's our intention. It's also relaxed. I know that was weird, but I talked about how a lot of these initial steps focus on this area because this is where our reservoir of chi is. And so we want to make sure that it's open and willing to receive. It's the ideal place and circumstances to start receiving energy and to store it. So this step today, is the one that usually people struggle with just because of the name. When I first learned about it, I used to teach it in class, and then I got rid of it because people couldn't get over it. But because of our context and what we're doing here, I'm going to share it with you. So step number 5 is closing of the anal sphincter, anal sphincter, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's the hole in your butt. This happens naturally with the rounding and the hips, which is why I don't usually go over it in classes. But the intention behind it, I think, is really important. You know, we're basically creating, turning our body into a vessel that energy can travel up, and then it can circle around and go into this reservoir and not have places where it can essentially leak out or seep out. So any of the openings we're closing, which is also why we close the mouth, we close the eyes. Later on, we'll hear about closing ears. So this whole idea of keeping all the energy in there. So this happens naturally, and it's not a forced closure, so you don't want to be tensing because we still want everything to be relaxed. Remember, when we tense, we create stagnations and deviations of energy, and we're not looking for that. We're looking for free flowing energy. The other thing that I know that I forgot to mention yesterday, which we talked about a couple days ago, is when we're aligning our posture, we want to make sure that our nose, our navel, and our toes are basically, that's how we're going to see that we're lined up. And we don't want our knees to ever go beyond our toes. So that kind of helps to protect the knees, helps give you context for proper alignment. So let's just get the bottom half up in a suitable position, because we'll be learning about that next week. And I'm also going to create a cheat sheet for those first 5 steps like I did for the 1 through 4 cues. So those will be available starting next week in the episode notes as well, or the challenge notes. All right, so spine tall, arms relaxed, hollowed armpits, eyes closed, mouth closed, moving to abdominal breathing, tongue to the roof of the mouth. And the other thing I want to mention in regards to why we're dealing with the anal sphincter is because at the anus, there's actually several energy meridians that cross pathways. So it's one of those key places where we could lose energy if we are not intentional about it. So if you don't believe me, you can get an acupuncture doll and you can look at these pathways or pull them up on the internet, look for energy pathways. Most popular is what acupuncturists use, and look at them and look at where the lines run. And there's a couple that run right down there. So as we start to settle, let's begin to shift our weight forward and back. Remember yesterday I said that there should be no pain. I do feel that muscular type burn as if we were doing squats or workouts here in the thighs. Muscular development is expected. When you're ready, go ahead and begin your 1 through 4 silent meditation. I'm now going to begin transitioning to my breathwork practice. You can stay in 1 through 4, or you can begin to transition as well. Abdominal breathing, where we inhale, hold, and then exhale. Go ahead and complete your final sequence of breath. Start to allow your energy, your breath to return back to normal. We're going to begin to move into our regulatory practice this week, which is Golden Ball. So as a reminder, hands are running in a waist level, imaginary river of golden energy. I'm going to gather a ball of energy out of this river, raise it in front of my body, expand it, contract it, bring it in, and push it out, and lower it back down. Continue at your own pace. Really focusing your intention on feeling that energy ball as it moves between your hands. Finish your last repetition. Go ahead and put your hands in front of the lower dantian. Seal our practice by putting one hand on top of the other, bringing the feet closer together, settling the energy, gently allowing the energy to allow our body to sway and rock if it feels called. Back to stillness. Have a beautiful day and beautiful weekend, and I'll see you here Monday for day 29. Yeah, day 29. Thanks, everyone.